Welcome, and please proceed.
Hi, my name is Zachary Wilkinson. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm from Cranston. And I'm here to express my opposition to H7539. When I was first told about this proposed legislation, I was concerned, and after taking the time to read it, I became genuinely worried. At first glance, it seems innocent enough, reinforcing that educators will not use racial or gender stereotypes and no one will be segregated based on race, religion, ethnicity, or gender. But from there, it goes downhill. The legislation says racial slurs or terms that describe race, ethnicity, gender, or religion in a pejorative context shall not be presented or used in schools. However, when it gives examples of these quote-unquote racial slurs, instead of being terms you would expect, it lists supremacy, racial guilt, and, I wrote that twice by accident. As someone currently enrolled as an education major at CCRI, my immediate thought was, how would I be able to teach about slavery, the Civil War, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, or the Civil Rights Movement accurately without using the term white supremacy? Further on in the legislation, a similar question came to my mind when I read a section that says, quote, no contributions of individual identity groups shall be permitted. How will I be able to teach about the civil rights movement or any historical fight for equality for that matter while also following the law? The short answer is you wouldn't be able to. Another concerning section of the proposed legislation prohibits teaching about sexual preferences or gender dysphoria in sex education. Personally, I knew I liked boys since I was in 3rd grade, and for years I thought I was weird, a freak. I often wondered how much my life would be different if someone had just told me it was normal at a younger age. Not tell me I should like boys or ask me about having sex with boys, just tell me it was okay to like boys. Lastly, I would just like to read the section of H7539 concerning punishment of teachers who do not follow these rules. As I read this, I'd like you to keep in mind this question. Is this really a fair punishment for violating the law I just described? The bill reads, school personnel who violate the provisions of this section may be disciplined at the individual school level for the first offense. A second offense shall be referred to the superintendent and/or school committee for consideration of appropriate action. A third or subsequent offense shall be reported to the Federal Office of the Attorney General Civil Rights Division under the Civil Rights Act of 1964 for any violation of the civil rights of students, parents, and/or colleagues. That's all I have. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your testimony, Zachary.